My sim was a toddler yesterday. Today, she's in high school. Tomorrow, she's elderly. So, how long do Sims actually live, and does it make any sense at all? Okay, so picture this. Your sim is born, learns to walk, gets through school, finds love, starts a career, raises a family, retires, and dies. All in under 2 hours of gameplay. Well, not actually 2 hours, but you get what I'm throwing down. You're getting it. Yet somehow, that feels normal. The Sims 4 has never claimed to be realistic, but when you look at how fast Sims actually age, it's kind of wild. Toddlers last a week, teens get 2, and elders better start writing your will on day 1. But what if I told you it weirdly adds up? In this video, we're breaking down the entire lifespan of a sim, comparing every life stage to real-world human aging. We'll look at how long Sims live on short, normal, and long lifespan settings, figure out what a sim year actually means, and ask the big question: is EA secretly onto something? In The Sims 4, unlike real life, you have several options regarding aging and the duration of each life stage. That's it. No further info about what that means or how long that is, at least in-game. You can also turn off aging altogether and manually age Sims up using a birthday cake. On top of that, various gameplay features can help extend some life stages. If your sim has the active trait or the long-lived bonus trait from this aspiration, it'll increase the elder life stage. Aging automatically pauses during pregnancy, and if you use a potion of youth, it'll reset your current life stage. For this video, we're not counting any of that. No pausing, no potions, no trait boosts. We're sticking with the default, unaltered lifespans, just like Maxis intended. JK, they also intended those options too. Hey, real quick, if you want The Sims 4 DLC for way cheaper, or any other PC game really, PC, Nintendo, console game, check out Instant Gaming. I use it all the time, and it's seriously discounted compared to the official stores. Click the link below to grab your games for less and help support the channel too. Plus, join the free monthly giveaway where you have a chance to win any game Instant Gaming sells. Now let's get back to figuring how fast my sim self has aged compared to my real life self, okay? Okay, let's actually break this down, shall we? The newborn is the shortest life stage. You pretty much blink and that swaddled baby burrito phase is done. Over. Gone. Honestly, pretty true to real life. On a short lifespan, it's about half a day, 1 day for normal, and 4 for a long lifespan. The newest life stage, infants, last for about 2.5 days on short lifespan, 5 days on normal, and 20 days on long. The toddler life stage lasts for 3.5 days on short, 7 for normal, and 28 for long. I think you get the picture. Short, normal, long. Various different lengths, different numbers of days. Now, elders get a little tricky here since the elder life stage operates on minimums. That means once that minimum is hit, the elder will die of natural causes within a few days. That being said, elders last for 7+ days on short, 14+ days on normal, and 56+ days on long. All of this got me curious. What is the most common lifespan? I pretty much only use long unless I have aging turned off altogether, which, you know, normally I have aging turned off. What about you? Does anyone here use short? I want to know. How does this compare to real life? Well, first we gotta figure out how to calculate that. Basically, to make the comparison, we need to figure out what one sim day would equal to real world time. Turns out this is something a lot of simmers have wondered about over the years. Luckily for me, and for you, I don't actually have to do the math from scratch because other people already have. Huge shout out to Nardvillain, who posted a TikTok last year breaking down exactly what a sim day translates to in real time. According to his math, 24 sim hours on normal speed with no pauses works out to be about 36 minutes in real life, which means 1 sim hour equals about 1.5 real world minutes. Oh, wait, there is math involved in this after all. Ugh. Okay, as we discussed in this video here, a sim year isn't the same as a human year since with seasons installed, the player has a choice between 7, 14, or 28 days per season. For this video, I want to keep things as base game adjacent as possible, but unfortunately, I need a way to track the passing of a year. And without seasons, there really is no clear marker for that. I mean, I could sit down and play through an entire in-game year, counting the birthdays, with no seasons installed, no speed-ups, no interruptions, no pauses, but yeah, I don't have time for that. Let's use seasons, if that's alright with you. Is it alright with you? I hope you said yes because I'm doing this anyways. For the sake of making this feel somewhat realistic, we're going with the longest season setting, 28 days per season. I just feel like this makes the most sense. You might disagree, I don't know. But honestly, real life seasons start to feel like they kind of drag in the middle, and this kind of matches that energy. So, 28 days per season, 4 seasons in a year, that gives us 112 sim days per sim year, or 16 weeks. Compare that to a real life year, which is 52 weeks long. Basically, one sim year equals about 1/3 of a human year, or roughly 30.8%. So yeah, sims live about 3.25 times faster than we do, at least when you're comparing in-game years to real life years. Let's break it down a little further, okay? In The Sims 4, one full sim year from one birthday to the next lasts 112 in-game days. Each in-game day takes about 36 real-life minutes to play through. So if you played every single day of that sim year, it would take you about 67 real-life hours to finish. Now compare that to a human year, which is 8,736 hours long. That's 365 days times 24 hours. Divide that by 67 hours it takes to play a sim year, and you get this. A sim year moves about 130 times faster than a human year. Or put it another way, if you played The Sims non-stop for an entire real life year, no sleep, no breaks, just pure Sims all the time, your sim could live through about 130 years. Alright, let's start comparing the life stages. Beginning with pregnancy, and I'm not talking about the pregnant person here, we're focusing on the fetus. In-game pregnancy lasts 3 in-game days, which equals an hour and 48 real-life minutes. Meanwhile, real-life parents wait around 9 months, which is roughly 39 to 40 weeks, which works out to 273.75 days. Converting that into sim time, that's 10,950 sim days, or about 30 full sim years in the sim calendar. As we previously mentioned, sim newborns will stay stuck in their bassinet for the amount shown on screen. Converting that to real time, that would be 18 minutes, 36 minutes, or 2 hours and 24 minutes of real life time, depending on lifespan settings. Real life newborns stay newborns for about 28 days, though some people stretch that to 2 or 3 months. Let's go with the shorter estimate, 28 days, which would equal 1,120 sim days, or 10 full sim years. Okay, so here's how long sim infants stay as little babies. Converting that to real time, that would be roughly an hour and a half, 3 hours, or 12 hours, depending on lifespan. In real life, babies are considered infants for about a year. That's 14,560 days, or 130 sim years. Toddler life stage lasts this long in-game, and that adds up to 2 hours and 6 minutes, 4 hours and 12 minutes, or 16 hours and 48 minutes of actual playtime. In real life, toddlerhood typically lasts 2 to 3 years. We're gonna go with 3 years for this calculation, it just feels right to me, I know. That would be about 43,680 sim days, or roughly 390 sim years. Sim children stay children for this long in game, and that would be 4 hours and 12 minutes, 8 hours and 24 minutes, or 33 hours and 36 minutes in real time. Real life childhood is usually defined as ages 3 or 4 to about 12 or 13 years old. For this, let's call it 10 years. That's 145,000 days, sim days, or around 1,300 sim years. Sim teens enjoy their high school years. He said it! For this amount of in-game time. When you convert that to real time, that's roughly 6 hours and 18 minutes, 8 hours and 24 minutes, or 12 hours and 36 minutes. In real life, humans are considered teens from 13 to 19, so about 6 years. In sim terms, that's about 87,360 sim days, or 780 sim years. Young adults in Sims 4 last about this long per lifespan. That converts to 6 hours and 48 minutes, 25 hours and 12 minutes, or 50 hours and 24 minutes. Defining young adulthood in real life is a little bit tricky, but I found this Canadian definition, so I am rolling with that. 20 to 34 years of age, which is 14 years. That equals 203,840 days, sim days, or 1,820 sim years. Then there's adulthood. Some adults age up to elders after this amount of time. In real time, that would be 50 hours and 24 minutes, 67 hours and 12 minutes, or 100 hours and 48 minutes. Since there's no middle age in Sims 4, we're not going to count middle age in our real life comparison, which means real life adulthood lasts from 34 to 60, that is 26 years. So in game, that would be 378,560 days, or around 3,380 sim years. Finally, elders in-game are based on these minimums per lifespan. That equates to these real-life minimums: 4 hours and 12 minutes plus, 8 hours and 24 minutes plus, or 33 hours and 36 minutes plus. So this totally didn't give me existential dread looking into this, and I'm hoping you don't feel it either watching this video. But in Canada, the average life expectancy is about 81 years. In America, it's 77 years old. For this video, I'm gonna go with the Canadian number, which makes more sense to me as a Canadian. That's 21 years of being considered an elder, from 60 to 81 years old. Converted into sim time, that's about 305,760 days, or 2,730 sim years. Let me just simplify this a little bit. That's a lot of numbers, you know? So the average person in Canada would live up to 81 years. That is more than 1 million sim days, or 10,530 sim years. A sim with the lifespan set to normal would live for 132 sim days, which is around 79 hours and 12 minutes of real-time gameplay. I find it kind of interesting how it all weirdly lines up. Each hour you spend playing your sim kind of matches up to each year the average person will live in real life. So why do Sims age so fast? Well, part of this comes down to the basic game design. The Sims was never meant to be some ultra realistic aging simulator. It's a life simulation, sure, but it's also meant to be playable, engaging, and fun. You're supposed to experience a full life story in a reasonable amount of time, not spend a real life decade watching your sim age up. But here's the part I find strangely cool. When you crunch the numbers, the pace actually makes kind of poetic sense in a strange way, you know? A full sim lifespan from birth to death typically spans around 80 to 90 sim days, depending on your chosen settings and the life stage length and how often you get interrupted and how often you speed through days or pause or whatever. And since each sim day takes about 36 real life minutes to play through, that means playing through an entire sim's life takes somewhere around 70 real world hours. That is, like we just said, but I'm gonna say it again because I find it so cool, that is roughly 1 hour of gameplay for every year of an average human life. So if your sim lives 80 to 90 sim years and you spend 70 to 80 hours guiding them through it, it's kind of like you're giving them 1 hour of your time for every year of theirs. Year by year, hour by hour. That would be with no pauses, no breaks, and at normal speed. Was that intentional? Who knows? Probably not, but who knows? Either way, it's one of those oddly satisfying little coincidences that make you pause and think, that actually lines up better than it has any right to. If you enjoyed this sort of video, please let me know. I find this stuff super interesting, but I don't want to bore all of you to death. A huge shout out to the person who recommended this video topic. Thank you. It was a ride, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed it. And also a huge thank you if you made it all the way to the end. I appreciate you. Let's do this again real soon, alright? Until then, stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. Bye!